Good evening, Griffin Lutheran Church and friends.
Good evening, St. John Lutheran Church, friends and family. I say that because we do have family join us. Welcome to...
I don't. I have no family join me in mine.
Oh, yes. My family's your family.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
We have been married a while,
that's
you know.
True.
Yeah, I don't feel
Thank you, Karen. Appreciate you watching.
Well, and my brother Tim might watch, and
That's
my cousin Jeannie watches sometimes.
That's it. Okay.
So, you never know.
So, you're probably wondering why I'm wearing two hats.
And why I'm not wearing a hat.
So,
I got a new haircut today.
So, Mary got a new haircut today. So, she said at dinner today that she was going to go hatless. So, I said, well, I'll have to do two hats. She said, no, you're not going to do two hats. And Sam said, I think that would be a great idea, Dad. I think you should do two hats. So, I did two hats. And in case you're wondering, why did I choose these two hats? Because, well, first of all, because I thought, hey, that fits rather well, the one on top of the other. But they do represent perhaps one of my oldest hats and one of my newest hats. I got the top hat up here. I got when I was in Rome, Italy, when I was 16 years old after my junior year of high school. And this we got this a year ago. We got this a year ago.
Yeah, we got that on our spring.
So,
well, we didn't go on a spring break trip last year.
We got it. So
we didn't go, did you get it in Michigan?
Maybe. Yeah, I got it in Michigan.
Okay.
So anyway,
because we didn't go anywhere on spring break.
Oldest hat, newest hat. There we are.
Newest hat has been a year, huh?
Newest hat's been
well,
newest hat's been a year. Oldest hat's been oldest hat's been 40
Actually,
years.
you should have worn your white hat because I believe Kentucky Derby is this weekend. You have that nice.
I should have made a mint
He's
julep. I should have made a
attention.
mint julep for tonight. But you know what? If one of you out there knows how to make a mint julep, you'll have to make one for me. So if you make me a mint julep, then if you provide me the materials, I'll even make you a 4 horseman. But there we go.
Yes, a 4 horseman.
So
I forgot. Yes, I was mentioning that earlier. That it's Kentucky. From what I've seen, it is Kentucky Derby weekend. Which last year it was later, and then of course it was anticlimactic. Excuse me, because of COVID. So we just had dinner, and I had a little something. Nothing.
You don't have to explain it.
Whatever.
Okay. TMI.
No, it's nothing awful.
No, it isn't. Okay.
I just have hiccups
There
because
we go.
I had a carbonated beverage. I didn't have anything like wine or beer. I don't hate beer. Ugh. Except for the pineapple beer I had.
You'll let the rest of us Lutherans drink.
That's right. But the pineapple beer I had was amazing, I will say.
There we go.
Because it didn't taste like beer. That's why I liked it. So.
Okay.
So anyway, all right. Well, so I was looking up jokes. We have all kinds of different joke books around. This one is World's Greatest Collection of Church Jokes, which of course have been told before. But I decided, and I have not looked at these, so we'll just have to see.
Well, while you look, I can always pull some useless facts.
You go right ahead and pull some
useless
facts.
Sam, give me a number.
115.
115. Oh, good. He's starting to pick bigger numbers. That's good. Oh, you know what? There's nothing on 115, but we'll do 116 instead.
116.
And this is one where we have several on there. So, let's see. So, Sam, how long did the shortest war in history last?
I don't know. How long?
38 minutes between England and Zanzibar in 1896.
38 minutes? That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy, isn't it?
How did they even communicate to stop it? Because they didn't. It wasn't like they had a way to do that.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
They don't explain these. They just tell about it.
Okay. All right.
Who was the first European to set foot in North America?
It's not Christopher Columbus.
It's not Christopher Columbus.
North America.
There's a whole bunch.
Vespucci?
There's a whole bunch.
Vespucci?
No, there's a whole bunch of that
Vespucci's
land
not
up
one of
there. No. Leif Erikson.
Oh yeah.
Leif Erikson,
Yes.
not Christopher Columbus. So.
My friend Deb would be very proud of that
She
because
would be.
of
Scandinavia. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So, and let's see. Alligators cannot move backward. There you go. So you
I
know
guess
what? You
you
see
should
an
ride
alligator.
backwards.
If you can see an alligator, just get behind him. You're safe.
Or go run backwards behind
And
it.
Sam, this is just a piece of advice for you. When you go to Idaho, remember that it is illegal to fish on a camel's back.
You can fish on the camp. How?
No, it's illegal to fish on a camel's
Why would
back.
somebody? Okay, usually rules are made because somebody did something. Who in the world would do anything that
We
stupid?
have a pastor friend of ours. I think we should have our pastor friends of ours, Connie Wenner Yulborg. Now that Connie and Steve have moved to Boise, Idaho,
Yes.
I think
have
we need
send
to
them a
suggest
note.
to them,
Yes.
out of protest, they need to go out there and start fishing off of the camel's back.
Well,
now
first
I know
they have to
Connie
get
and
a
Steve
camel.
aren't listening to this, but if we do have
Well,
any
we send them
pastor
out.
friends out there, and you know Connie Wenner Yulberg or Steve Wenner Yulberg,
Well, he's
get
Steve
a hold of
Yulberg.
them.
He's not Steve
oh,
Winter.
that's true. Steve
He's
Yulberg
Steve
or Connie
Yulberg,
Wenner
yes.
Yulberg. Tell them out of protest. Fish on
I
the
don't know
camel's
how they
back.
find a camel in Idaho. Maybe there's a few, but I
That's
doubt.
it. So
That's crazy.
makes for some interesting looking nativity scenes.
Tells me more about Idaho than I want to know.
That's it. There we go.
Sorry if you're from Idaho. I have not been to Idaho, so I shouldn't prejudge Idaho. Sorry, but that's just one wacky.
And you know what? I think I've just discovered something on
What?
here.
What?
I think that there's a fact here, Sam. I think we have found what you're actually related to.
Oh.
You're related to gorillas. It says gorillas often sleep for up to 14 hours a day. So,
Oh my god.
so I think every teenager is actually a gorilla.
Oh my
So-
god.
Yeah, at least a little bit of them.
I
Yeah.
found my ancestors.
Like the gorilla
did.
that lives in the front yard of Shaquille O'Neal.
That's it. Yeah.
You may or may not know that Shaquille O'Neal actually only lives 5 minutes from our house. His house here in Georgia.
I drove by his house today when
Well, I
I
drove
picked up
by
our
yesterday.
son. There we go.
And he has this huge gorilla sitting under the tree in his front yard. He has a fence.
And a basketball tree.
He has a basketball tree.
And he has the big Superman S on his gate.
And if you notice where he has
It's the first time I get a claim to fame.
where he has the pond at his house now with the little fountain coming out,
Yes.
he has a huge bench to sit on. It's huge.
Yep.
Because he's so tall.
Yep.
That I bet they made it so he could sit out there if he wanted to.
Did you find some jokes?
Sure. But anyway, Shaquille O'Neal. Not quite our neighbor, but not far away. So, all right. So I decided since we were talking about the Derby, I would look up some jokes about horses and stuff. So, what did the waiter say to the racehorse? I can't take your order. That's not my stable. A horse named Needle and Thread is running away with the horse race. What did the announcer say? I think he's got this race all sewn up.
Oh.
What did one racehorse say to the other? The pace is familiar, but I can't remember the mane. How do you make a small
What?
a mane, M-A-N-E?
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I didn't write them.
No, I know.
What
All
do you
right.
want? What do you want? Let's see.
Better writers.
What do you call a racehorse with only 2 legs? Goody 2-shoes. I don't know. Why are racehorses in shape? Because they're on a stable diet. What kind of bread does a horse eat? Thoroughbred. Why was the horse naked? Because the jockey fell off. Where do colts go when they're sick?
Okay.
The hospital. Where do racehorses shop? Old Navy. Why are jockeys so skinny? Because they only eat sea biscuits and tea. I don't know. Why don't racehorses wear underwear? Because it rides up on them.
This is just convincing me that horse people don't know how to
Well,
be
I don't know
funny.
who came up-
Sorry, horse people.
I don't know who came up with this, but well,
Especially our horse therapist.
Say
We're sorry.
Yeah, she's
So-
wonderful. Like she knows we're on here either.
Yeah.
A dog is a man's best friend, especially after you lose money on a horse. I call my son Seabiscuit because all he does is horse around. I know. Well, what do you want?
Nothing.
Are you a racehorse? Yay or nay? What do you call a horse that can't lose a race? Sure bet. Why? Okay, this is for all you who like a little crude humor. No, it's not that kind of crude humor. Why do racehorses like to fart when they buck? Because they can't achieve full horsepower without gas. And for this moment, what type of computer does a racehorse like to eat?
Like to eat? Okay.
A Macintosh.
Okay.
Of course. What do you call a racehorse with a negative attitude?
What's that?
Nay.
Okay.
What do racehorses eat?
Okay.
Fast food. Okay.
All right.
That's it for
Sam,
that.
pick a number.
147.
147. Oh, you're not picking really well here. But did you know, it gets one fact, and then I'll go to the other page, that a Venus flytrap can eat a whole cheeseburger.
Ew.
I don't know if that's probably what I want to see, but okay. Let's see. And Sam, did you know that in China there are 600 bicycles for every car?
I would believe that.
But do you know the country that has the most bicycles in the world?
China.
Holland?
Very good. Mom's right. The Netherlands has the most bicycles in the world.
Netherlands?
The Netherlands
They ride
do.
them everywhere.
Aren't they only like 2 times bigger than like Rhode Island?
Pretty much, yeah.
But
yeah.
they love their bikes.
And the world's longest escalator is in Hong Kong and rises 377 feet.
Hmm.
And so here's the last one for this page here. Sam, what melts faster, dirty snow or white snow?
White snow.
No, dirty snow, because it reflects less light. The white snow reflects the light off of it.
Yeah, but what about like that snow that'll like stay on like the road for like a year?
I
after
know,
it's
yes. Thank goodness we didn't have to deal with that anymore. So, sorry Midwesterners that might be watching.
What's that?
That we don't have to worry about snow anymore. No more snow.
Well, I would hope they're done by now.
We
It
hope
sure
you're
was
done by
late this year.
It
I felt
was.
bad for all
It
of
was.
them. So
Give me another number while Mom looks for jokes.
Actually, I'm gonna tell a
23.
story.
Oh, Mom has a story. What's that? 23?
Well, not story, but why something is done.
Okay. All right.
Because I was curious.
Oh, here's for our friend Tom. Tom, you are a part of the 7% of Americans, Tom. 7% of Americans eat McDonald's every day.
Well, he's not anymore.
Not anymore, but he was. So, but
But he usually just had a burnt bagel
is that it?
and coffee. Yeah, he went for breakfast.
Okay. Sam, did you know that a can of Diet Coke will float in water,
Yes, actually. And Dr. Pepper.
but a can of regular Coke will sink?
Yeah.
So
I did not know.
Was
that
it because
the
it has more
regular Coke
carbonation
was-
or what?
It's because of the Splenda in it.
And what is the only continent without an active volcano?
Hawaii?
No.
Okay, let's try the word again. Sam, okay, our son, we hope, is going to graduate here in a few weeks. But since he doesn't know what the word continent seems to mean, we'll try this
Antarctica.
question
And
again.
Hawaii has active
I know, I was
volcanoes.
thinking a joke.
Yeah.
Antarctica.
No, you are not.
No, Antarctica has active
They
volcanoes.
literally have an entire island with a volcano on it.
Okay.
Like, it's only a volcano.
What is the only continent without an active volcano?
Antarctica.
No.
Australia.
Very good, very good. Gets it on a second time. And your last fact before going to the jokes. Do you know?
Joke.
Oh, okay, to the story. Pearls melt in vinegar.
Well, I won't get any pearls I have close
There
to
you go.
vinegar.
So
No, I thought, well, I would look up why do women and some men wear such fancy, beautiful hats at the Kentucky Derby. I love the race. I love to watch it. I will be looking for it tomorrow. But I also love to see everybody dressed up, and I love their hats. I do have some fancy hats. I have several put away. I will have a David get them out. I'll try to wear one of my fancy hats next week. So it says, many will be looking for the different kinds of hats that women wear, including fascinators, which are the tiny little ones that they wear on their head, parasols, top hats, fedoras, ascots, and wide brim hats. It's a tradition that dates back when the Kentucky Derby started first in 1875.
Ooh, okay.
It said, when women got dressed up, especially when they were going to church and formal events, the woman's crowning glory was the hat. In the South, women pride themselves on being Southern belles, so wearing a hat to the Derby plays off that. It's also a combination of Southern culture and British culture. I will say, one year when we lived in Georgia before, for my birthday, we went to the Lions Theater. We went to a number of places. In our old life,
Yes.
we have to go when they come back. I loved them. But for my birthday, we went and saw, it was called Crowns, I think. And the play was all based around African American women and wearing their crowns, their hats, their beautiful church hats. It was a wonderful play we saw many years ago, but I still remember going to it. So, but it says, according to the Kentucky Derby website, the hat-wearing tradition was founded by Colonel Meriwether Lewis Clark Jr., who modeled the race after high-class European racing events. At races across the pond, many women are seen sporting hats as well. Well, we know in Britain, if you see pictures of the royalty or any, they're all wearing hats for church and all kinds of events. So it says, although there are no rules when it comes to picking out a hat for the Kentucky Derby, Baptists suggested going big. It's your statement piece. And don't be surprised to see both men and women wearing hats on Saturday. The Derby's website said that the tradition has now morphed into a good luck charm for those attending the races. Also, I would say my most favorite singer of all time, Dan Fogelberg, who is no longer living. He got prostate cancer at a relatively young age, in his 50s, and it was aggressive. And he's been gone 17 years now, which I was just shocked when I read that.
Wow.
He died in 14 years. I think he died, I'll have to look, 2004, 2007. Anyway, they generally always will play, at least on CBS, after the horse wins and gets the beautiful bed of roses put on them. They will play one of his most famous songs, Run for the Roses, which is absolutely gorgeous. And if you don't know it, look up Run for the Roses, sung by Dan Fogelberg from Peoria, Illinois. And I think of him when I think of running the races.
Okay.
So anyway, that's my little piece.
All right.
So go right ahead. Do you have
All right.
anything else?
Sam?
68.
68. And on page 68 we have, and you are picking the all the ones that don't have anything. Okay.
Is there anything on 69?
Oh yeah, there's plenty on 69. Sam, did you know that frogs must close their eyes to swallow?
No, I did not.
Okay, there you go. And in Somalia, okay, Sam, here's what I want to tell you. It has been decreed illegal to carry old chewing gum stuck on the tip of your nose.
Really?
So when you're in Somalia, okay, just remember this, when you're in Somalia,
Yes, because that's where I'm going to go
don't
next.
put your old chewing gum and don't stick it on
Not
the
that I
top of
don't
your
want to
nose.
go to Somalia, but it's not in my top 10.
And by the way, in London, Sam, when you go to London, okay, just remember that it is illegal to drive a car without sitting in the front seat. Do not try to drive your car from the back
That's
seat.
actually one of those recurring dreams that I have had where nobody is driving the car.
Yeah, I
Kind of freaks me out.
One too. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
It freaks me out. Scares me terrible.
And what is the only place in the world where someone can see the sun rise over the Pacific Ocean and set over the Atlantic Ocean?
America.
No, the only place that you can actually literally see the sun rise over the Pacific Ocean and set over the Atlantic Ocean.
Antarctica? I don't know.
Panama. Because it's so thin. It's so thin right there.
Oh.
You can be in a place
Oh.
you can see it. Yeah. And Sam, what is the original name of the butterfly?
I don't know. What is it?
It was the flutterby.
Wonder how it became a butterfly.
I don't know.
We'll have to find that one out too.
There you go. So.
All right, so just a couple jokes since it was administrative assistant. So, I looked up Administrative Assistant Day because I wanted to make sure to celebrate Lynn. And the problem was online, it said it was always the fourth Wednesday of the month, which was this week. And Lynn wasn't in the office on the 21st, which was the third Wednesday, which is what all the places advertised was Administrative Assistant Day. But I celebrated her this week, bringing lunch and did I bring her flowers?
Okay.
Anyway, I just want to say thank you, Lynn, for all you do. So these were a few of. This is church office and staff jokes. So, let's see. Donations accepted. When church secretary Miss Daisy answered the ringing phone, a man's voice asked, "Can I speak to the head hog at the trough?" The secretary thought she heard what he said, but asked, "I'm sorry, who?" I can almost hear Lynn give somebody a bad time for this one now. The caller repeated, "Can I speak to the head hog at the trough?" Daisy thought a moment and then answered, "If you mean the preacher, then you may refer to him or her as pastor or brother or sister. But I prefer that you not refer to him as the head hog of the trough." To this, the man replied, "Well, I was wanting to give $100,000 to the building fund." Quick as a wink, Daisy responded, "Hang on, sir. I believe I just heard him oink." I like that way. Secretary or administrative assistant, "I type by the biblical system." Deacon, "What is that?" "The seek and ye shall find system." After receiving a mean-spirited letter from one of his members, Pastor Bob went into the church office and dictated the following to his secretary. "The enclosed letter arrived on my desk a few days ago. I am sending it to you because I think you ought to know that some idiot is sending out letters over your signature." Sending out letters over your signature, cordially.
I have no idea. Okay.
I would think it'd be without your signature.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Sure.
Without your signature, because it's anonymous.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, okay. Every day, Reverend's secretary was 20 minutes late. Then one day, she slid snugly in place, only 5 minutes late. "Well," said her boss, "this is the earliest you've ever been late." Let's see. Reverend, in this church secretary job, we need someone who's responsible. "That's me. In my last job, when anything went wrong," said the applicant, "they said I was responsible." Yep, always blame the administrative assistant. That's not right, though.
Nope.
Shouldn't do that.
Nope.
All right, I always like these bulletin goofs. I've shared some of those early on when we did it. I enjoy those. I'll look for more. These have been the bane of every church secretary. No one can vouch for their authenticity, but they're fair warning for the church staff. Thursday night, potluck supper, prayer and medication to follow. For those of you who have children and don't know it, we have a nursery downstairs. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. I'm sure I told it last year. This being Easter Sunday, Mrs. Bertha Lewis will come forward and lay an egg on the altar. I always love that one. Next Sunday, a special collection will be taken to defray the cost of the new carpeting. All those wishing to do something on the new carpet will come forward and do it. During the absence of our pastor, we enjoyed the rare privilege of hearing a good sermon when Dr. A.B. Doe supplied our pulpit. You will want to attend the National Prayer and Fasting Conference at First Church. Your registration fee includes 3 meals. Ladies, don't forget the rummage sale. It's a chance to get rid of those things you don't want to keep. Don't forget your husbands. Please welcome Pastor Cowden, a caring man who loves hurting people.
I think it's time for Sam to sing.
Oh, we're gonna do me first?
Yes.
Oh.
Let's do
All
Sam
right.
first, then we'll bring Christopher down.
Alright, let me come over there.
What you got for us tonight, Sam?
This was specifically requested by Ma. So
Me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you requested it.
Which one was it?
Stand by me.
Oh, you decided to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, I can do
Even though
it.
you haven't practiced?
I already did, yes, I was.
When?
When he was sitting down there in the
Oh.
corner and I was asking him questions like, what page number do you want us
All
to
right.
be on? So,
You mind scrolling for me?
I'll do my best.
All right.
Stand By Me, the name of a movie that was up for an Academy Award
Oh, really?
years ago. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I did not
You
realize.
need to watch that movie with the 4 boys.
Okay, let's give him
Go
Cindy.
ahead.
All right. I'm gonna do a little intro and then we'll.
Okay.
So. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid, and I won't be afraid just as long as you stand by me. And darling, I can't do that. Stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. If the sky we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains will crumble to the sea, no, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. I messed up the singing a couple times. I'm not really good
That's
at doing
okay.
high notes.
That's
That was great.
Thank
I
you,
enjoyed
Sam.
it.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you, thank you.
Samuel with his red pants on was being King George from Britain today as he played his viola part for Hamilton's piece You'll Be Back that King George sings in Hamilton. If you've watched it, it's on Disney Plus. And he dressed up the part, and his picture was on his orchestra Instagram page today. He even had a white powder wig and everything. And
So-
next week is his last week of high school.
So now we're going to bring down Christopher, who's going to sing for us tonight, and he is going to be doing one of the silly songs. So we'll talk to him about the silly song that he has that he's going to be doing for us. It's a silly song from the VeggieTales, because he always insists on it being VeggieTales. By the way, he does not like suggestions from other people about what
No,
to sing.
I tried tonight.
So
'Cause we were singing a
Christopher,
song tonight, but Christopher doesn't
Christopher,
want to
are
sing it
you
for
going to
us.
come sing with us?
Yeah.
Christopher, I got some questions for you.
Can you say hi to everybody?
Hey, everybody.
So first of all, Christopher, tell us, what song are we going to sing tonight?
VeggieTales is cheeseburger silly song.
Okay, and tell us, what episode of VeggieTales is it from?
Madam Blueberry.
Madam Blueberry. And who sings his cheeseburger song?
Mr. Lunt.
And what is Mr. Lunt?
Is he a nut?
Is he a gourd?
Gourd.
I think
He's
he
a
is.
gourd? You don't think
I
he's
think
a nut?
he is a gourd. So we're going to hear the VeggieTales silly song, his cheeseburger song that Christopher's going to sing
His
for
cheeseburger
us.
silly song?
His cheeseburger silly song, yes. Do we got his cheeseburger silly
Yes,
song?
we
Sam?
do. Yes.
Okay, and hopefully we don't have any ads with it.
And now it's time. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Ready?
And now it's time for Love Song with Mr. Lunt, the part of the show where Mr. Lunt comes out and sings a love song.
He said to her, I like a cheeseburger, and I like a milkshake as well. She said to him, I can't give you either, and he says, in this burger bell. She said, yes it is, but we're closed now, but we'll open tomorrow again. He said, I'm extremely hungry, but I guess I can wait until then, 'cause you're his cheeseburger, his lovely cheeseburger. He'll wait for you, yeah, he'll wait for you. Oh, you are his cheeseburger, his daddy cheeseburger. He'll wait for you. Oh, he will wait for you. He's staying at the drive-thru to someone. He may have gone also twice too. When he's going to mail for Denny's, bacon and eggs for ham fries. How Clarice is such an offer. He really needs something to eat. Cheeseburger, please don't like it angry. He really like it for us. 'Cause you're his cheeseburger, his lovely cheeseburger. Be back for you, he'll be back for you. It won't be so long, cheeseburger. A lovely cheeseburger. Be back for you. Oh, he'll be back for you. 'Cause they love the cheeseburger with all his heart. And there ain't nothing going there you do apart. And the world's only run the team. It won't get down on his hands and knees. So there's someone for one cheeseburger. And he will want it up for you. Want it up for you. Lay on there and he want it for you. You are his cheeseburger.
If you had to guess how many...
I thought you were going to sing about growing up in Connecticut.
This has been Love Songs with Mr. Lunt. Tune in
Love
next
Songs with
week to
Mr.
hear Mr. Lunt say, I grew up in New Jersey.
There we go. Yay, Christopher! Take him out! Thank you so much, Christopher.
Thank
You
you.
made us Billy Butter's on May 7th.
We'll talk about that next week, okay?
And next week we'll do Vegas Billy Butter's on.
Yes, so next week he's telling you we're going to do the belly button silly song next week on May 7th. No, we're not going to talk about anyone
Next
else.
week May 7th we'll do Vegas Billy Butter's on.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you for coming, Christopher.
If you had to
Thank
guess
you.
How many views that video has on YouTube? What would you guess?
What do you mean?
How many views it has on this
Of
song?
Veggie Tales?
How many views is on this?
His cheeseburger.
How many?
10.2 million.
Wow.
His cheeseburger song. That's VeggieTales, his cheeseburger song sung by Mr. Lunt.
Did you put this live on either of our pages besides our church pages? Good.
So there we go. So I was just trying to think. Pastor Mary always goes first, so I'll make mine really quick for you.
Go right ahead.
So,
Go right ahead.
just a reminder to everyone that we will be having our drive-in worship service at 11 o'clock at Epiphany Lutheran Church, which will be followed by drive-through communion. Hey, we're getting ready that we'll be doing on Mother's Day. We hope to be doing a gathering outside for worship underneath the pavilion. So spaced apart. Make sure you have your mask with you. But just be ready for that. So we will still be outside, but we're going to be gathering underneath the pavilion for Mother's Day. So stay tuned. So
We don't have a pavilion, but you're welcome to bring your chairs now and sit outside your car. So you're more than welcome to do that. We'll have worship outside on Sunday, 10 o'clock. There will be Zoom coffee hour from 11:30 to 12:30, and it will be our Zoom meeting for more conversation and voting about the funds to redo our roof. And that will be at 1 p.m. on Zoom. You should get all of those connections in your weekly email newsletter that you get. If you don't get it, let me know. You can get a hold of me, and I will find a way to. I will send it to you. Okay. So we will have worship outside this Sunday, and should be good weather. Should be beautiful. We're keeping an eye on things. COVID Task Force will be meeting next week, and so we hope to give an update on where things are at. Regular, usual things going on. So just hope to see you at church on Sunday outside. As I said, it's Sam's last week in high school. Hard to believe. So St. Epiphany, we'll see him this week. He won't be at St. John this week, but we'll get him back very soon to come back with us out on Sunday. So, but we thank him and Todd for all they do, and Sam for all he does for Friday night to make it possible for us to do this, because we've been doing this for 14 months, I don't know.
a while.
It's hard to believe, as a few people have said, and I've said the same thing, it's hard to believe tomorrow is May 1st. It's really like, wow.
Yeah.
So, get your shots if you haven't gotten them. We hope you're doing well. I know we lift up prayers for those who are part of the 20%. We know several people who still have repercussions from having had COVID. We pray for those who have lost loved ones from COVID and from other illnesses this past year. We continue to lift up all of our people on the front lines in a variety of ways, and give thanks for them. And for our teachers who are here in Georgia coming into their last month of this year. It's been a really wild and crazy year, and they have somehow managed to keep standing in the midst of craziness and lots of change and lots more extra work, I know, for all of them this year. And so we are very grateful for them and hope to celebrate them very soon. So.
And we want to continue to if Pastor Nahali, if you're watching this, please know that we are continuing to keep you in prayer in your recovery. I know that she would want Epiphany folks to know that she is very thankful for all the cards, notes, and everything else that she's gotten from members. So she says thank you for that, and continue to pray for her recovery on that.
Yes, so. Definitely. We love you, Nahali, and we're praying for the best for you.
Yeah.
So keep up the good work, even when it's difficult. We know you're going to be back amongst everybody at Epiphany very, very soon. So, well, that's it for tonight. Enjoy the Kentucky Derby tomorrow. Enjoy the beautiful weather. And
go get your lawn mowed. That's what I'm going to be doing.
And we wish you a wonderful weekend, and we look forward to seeing you either online or in person this Sunday at worship at one of our churches or another church that you may be a part of. That's the nice thing about being online. You can watch 2 or 3 churches if you like. So thank you always for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we're glad to have you with us. And we hope we've given you a little laughter and a little joy tonight. And we'll see you in person very soon.
The Lord bless you and keep you.
The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you.
The Lord look upon you with favor.
And give you peace. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. You trying to slap my hand?
Just about. There we go. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Everybody. Take care.